Peace and light, family. Join me as we start together in child's pose with the big toes together and knees spread about the width distance of the mat, allowing our heart to press into the earth. Let's take a collective inhale in through the nose and exhale as we sigh it out the mouth. Gently press yourself up. And let's meet in tabletop position, stacking the shoulders over the wrists and the hips over the knees. Dropping the belly, lifting the chin as we inhale, and exhale as we round the spine, tucking chin to chest. Taking cat-cow here on your own breath. Maybe engaging in some movements that feel good to you, whether it's rocking the hips side to side or circling the head one way and then the other. Just send your body some love here as we settle into our practice. Once you've found stillness, meet back in a neutral tabletop, engaging the core and sending out the right leg long as you extend the left hand forward. Inhaling and exhaling as we crunch, rounding into the spine. And inhaling as we exhale, releasing everything down to the mat. Gently finding stillness and then extending out the opposite leg long and the opposite hand. Sending opposite knee, opposite elbow, rounding and contracting in and lengthening as we inhale. Once we've taken some movements there on our own breath, let's meet together again in tabletop position. Maybe taking extra movements here in between our next pose. Just finding what feels good as we honor our practice and honor our breath. Once you found stillness again, tuck the toes under and lift your glutes high to the sky as we come into downward facing dog. Finding stillness and stepping one foot and then the other between the hands, meeting in forward fold. Inhaling up as we take flat back, and exhaling as we drop the hands down to the earth, and inhale, sweeping the hands up above the head, and sending hands through heart center into our forward fold. Inhaling for a halfway lift, flat back, and exhaling as we forward fold. Taking a deep inhalation in through the nose, sending the hands up high to the sky, shifting the gaze to our thumbs, and swan diving back into our forward fold. Inhaling up one last time for a halfway lift. And then exhaling as we send the hands to the mat, grounding down and stepping back into our high plank. Lowering down, taking Chaturanga Dandasana into an upward facing dog. Tucking chin to chest. Tucking the toes, coming into downward facing dog. Looking to the top of our mat. Stepping, floating, or flying feet between hands, and inhaling up for a halfway lift, flat back. Exhaling as we fold forward and sweep the hands up over the head, taking a gentle back bend and swan diving back into our forward fold. Inhaling up for a halfway lift and exhaling as we forward fold, planting the hands into the mat, hopping back into high plank, lowering down, taking our vinyasa flow here. Up dog to downward facing dog. Meet me there as we pedal it out, walking our dog, taking movement that feels good. Grounding down into that left foot. Let's send the right toes high to the sky and send them through the center line, meeting into our runner's lunge here. Maybe rocking back and forth, finding stillness, finding what feels good, and sweeping the hands up over the head. Sending the hands to heart center here, engaging the core as we shift our weight forward, coming into a Turbo Crescent. Finding stillness and then sweeping the hands back over the head here. Once again, coming into our Turbo Crescent. And then sending the hands high to the sky, sending them through heart center, maybe hovering the hands up before planting them into the mat, stepping left to meet right, forward fold into a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, folding forward, and then planting the hands into the earth and stepping the right toes to the back of the mat, setting up for a runner's lunge here, engaging that core as we send the hands high to the sky. Bringing them through heart center yet again. And when we found our comfortable spot, let's send those hands high to the sky and then shift the weight forward, coming into turbo. Lifting the hands high to the sky, crescent lunge, and sweeping them down by our side, coming into turbo here. Once again, shifting them high to the sky, bringing them through heart center, hovering onto that left thigh, and then planting the hands into the earth, stepping right to left, flat back. Inhaling back into our forward fold as we reach our hands high to the sky, shifting that gaze to our thumbs. Bringing the hands through heart center, forward fold. Playing the hands into the earth and hopping back, flowing through our vinyasa here, high to low plank, up dog to downward facing dog. Always taking movement that feels good, guys. Setting them right toes high to the sky yet again. Almost got tongue-tied here. Stepping that right knee through the center line and setting up for our high crescent lunge here. Instantly going into our turbo, lifting the hands high to the sky and then swinging them back by our side. Playing with that movement here. Maybe taking a gentle back bend, sinking deeper into that right leg. Swing the hands to heart center. Hovering into that turbo, engaging the core here, breathing, and then windmilling, our arms open, warrior two. Elongating our spine as we lean over into an extended side angle and windmilling the left hand all the way around, framing the toes with the hand, stepping left to right, forward fold. Inhaling for a halfway lift. And then coming back into our forward fold as we plant the hands into the mat, sending the right toes to the back of the mat, coming into our crescent lunge, dropping the hands by the side, coming into turbo, and then lifting into high crescent lunge. Playing with that movement here, making sure that we are not hunching in the shoulders, maybe taking a gentle back bend here, coming into a hover of a turbo. Sending the hands high to the sky, windmilling the hands open into a warrior two. Relaxing the shoulders, engaging the core as we come into an extended side angle. Windmilling that right arm around, framing the toes with the hands, stepping left, to the right leg, coming into a downward facing dog as we lower the knees gently down, coming into a seated position here. Finding a comfortable position, bringing soles of the feet together, knees spread wide apart into Supta Baddha Konasana. Breathing here. Maybe taking left hand to the heart, right hand to the lower belly, taking deep breaths in through the nose, exhaling as we sigh it out the mouth. Feel free to rest here, family, or play with your practice a little bit more. Have a beautiful